I can take you to any of the hold capitals. Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. Ever been to Windhelm? Oldest city in Skyrim by some accounts. They say the big old palace there was built by you.
Oh, pardon me. Was I in your way?
Eat our food, you pollute our city with your stink, and you refuse to help the storm.
Greybeards have summoned the Dragonborn to High Hrothgar. Such a thing has not happened for hundreds of years.
You one of those Skyrim for the Nords types? Good. Too many Nords in this town have been listening to Ulfric's narrow-minded words. He's tough, loyal to his men, and a good leader. But if you're not a Nord, Ulfric will never trust you. Whenever a group of marauders attack a Nord village, Ulfric is the first to sound the horn and send the men. But a group of Dark Elf refugees gets ambushed, a group of Argonians or a Khajiit caravan, no truce, no investigation, nothing. There's a group of cutthroats out there right now that Ulfric doesn't lift a finger to bring to justice, as long as they don't threaten Nord land. That's a brave offer. I'd be happy to throw in my coin behind that. You deal with them. I'll make sure you get paid. Maybe this old soldier will throw in some lessons as well. Show those marauders what Windhelm just... You don't know what freedom really means until you've lived on the river. The North Wind is my mistress, and I'm her master. I don't tolerate any disloyalty. You looking for work? Got a sailor who thought running a gang of thieves would be more money than hauling my cargo. You make an example of that gang, I'll give you a year's worth of pay. That's the spirit, right? See you round.
What could it mean? The return of the Dragonborn? And who am I?
We're used to getting by on scraps, but the Shattershields want everything for nothing. Torbjorn Shattershield. I wish someone would beat the coin out of his fat fists. He clings to every septim. He says an Argonian's labor is only worth a tenth of a proper Nord worker. My people are not slaves. You can try, but we've gotten nowhere talking to him ourselves. May the earth beneath your feet be always soft.
Windhelm has been hard on my people, but our fortunes will turn, and we have shelter and food. We have not fared well outside our native Black Marsh, but we're determined to make the best of things. I began praying to Zenithar, the god of wealth, to bring us some fortune, but thieves made off with my sacred amulet almost as soon as I bought it. Shavi would be in your debt, kind one. I enjoyed our talk.
I know this place looks horrible. Please, don't hold it against the company. Sad, isn't it? We can't afford to keep the place running since these attacks started. Pirates, you see. Raiding all along the coast, from Hammerfell to Vardenfell. Only the Shattershields appear safe. A very powerful family in Windhelm.
They run a private shipping operation and would love to have the docks to themselves. Wouldn't surprise me if they were in league with the pirates somehow. Not yet, no. But perhaps an intrepid person such as yourself could help with that? They have a dark elf who oversees their operations, Suveris Atherin. She's meticulous to a fault, and keeps a logbook with every transaction she makes. If it were to somehow end up in my hands, I wouldn't argue. Until next time.
By the gods, it's true, isn't it? A dragon has... It's no secret the Aretino boy is doing some ritual, trying to call the Dark Brotherhood. But who's going to stop him? Me? I'll have no part of that. What do you need?
If you get me the logbook, I'll have proof of Shattershield's treachery. How did you get it? No, never mind. I probably shouldn't know. I see. It looks like Severus has been traveling to Dawnstar to meet with a pirate crew there. Get to Dawnstar and see what you can find out about these rogues. I'd wager they won't be too far from the tavern. Try to find out where their fortress is. The captain, Stig Saltplank, has to know something.
Disrespect the law, and you disrespect me.
Listen to you. You've seen
My
how we
cousin's
live.
out fighting dragons.
Cramped out.
Let me know if you see anything you like.
We got a nickname for anyone who trifles with us.
All my goods are legitimate, which is more than I can say for some. Of course nothing in here is stolen. Only a careless, shameful, idiotic fetcher would do something as stupid as to buy pilfered goods. Oh, by Azura, I've made a terrible mistake. I bought a gold ring, and Viola Giordano has been missing a ring that looks just like it. It's not that easy. She'd go to the Jarl if she knew I was even remotely involved. You have to get it to her some other way. Look, it's dangerous. But if you sneak the ring into her house, put it in a dresser or something, I will make it worth your while. Don't let Viola catch you in her house.
Staying out of trouble, kinsman.
Then it's true, what everyone is saying. That Aventus Aretino is doing the Black Sack. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Finally! My prayers have been answered! It worked! I knew you'd come, I just knew it! I did the Black Sacrament over and over with the body and the things, and then you came, an assassin from the Dark Brotherhood. Of course you are. I prayed, and you came, and now you'll accept my contract. My mother, she died. I'm all alone now. So they sent me to that terrible orphanage in Riften, Honor Hall. The headmistress is an evil, cruel woman. They call her Grella the Kind, but she's not kind. She's terrible to all of us. So I ran away and came home and performed the Black Sacrament. Now you're here, and you could kill Grella the Kind.
I've been a bit out of sorts since our daughter was taken from us.
Name's Nils. I'm the cook up at Candlehearth Hall. Can't just throw the big logs on the fire. Gotta have the little bits, too.
Seeing a good tavern brawl might be just the thing to lift my spirits. Those boots aren't worth the septims I do pay them. I'm not giving them coin I could give to good Nord workers. Easy? Maybe I was being too harsh on them. By the honor of Clan Shattershield, they will be paid fairly. You have my word. Please for mood. I'm still coming to terms with my daughter's death.
I'm a writer by trade. Not that the people of Skyrim do much reading. I write drama, friend. The legends and history of Skyrim made to excite and inspire. Poor Gerard Germain at the Bard's College has been waiting for my latest work, Olaf and the Dragon, for weeks now. Roads are a mess. You're sure? When you see Gerard, ask for a tip. I'm sure he'll be in a good mood after reading this. May you lose yourself in the pages of a good book.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
I'm a bard, trained at the Bard's College in Solitude. Wanderers like you should think about applying. All right, then.
How would you like? I've been a bit out of sorts since...
Very much so.
They say Ulfric Stormcloak
Everyone
murdered
says
the
Jorland
High King, but his
Greymane
voice
is the best smith in
shouted
Skyrim.
too hard.
I plan to change a few minds about that. Of course I am.
Did you have any
What do I
luck
look
tracking
like, a
down
tavern wench? Don't let my words cut you too deep. I've just been working the forge too hard, trying to set this sword
Sells
right.
not paid double the normal price. We've been getting by.
Jarl wants it to look like an ancient blade. High Queen Tridis ruled over Windhelm in the Second Era. Her sword was legendary. Getting the real sword would be even better than making a copy. But no one wants to risk getting it from its resting place. If you find that sword, traveler, I'd be grateful. Don't forget, you find Queen
Well, I've heard
Freydis'
awful
sword.
stories about these
I'll
Thalmor
reward you.
and how they're rounding up everyone
Need
who still
something?
worships Talos.
Everything you see is grown at my family's own Hollyfrost farm. Fresh and filling. I also do a little herb growing. The court wizard, Woundfirth, pays us to plant a little nightshade. Who knows what he uses it for. Hey, could you deliver this bottle of nightshade extract to Woundfirth?
Come and browse my fine
Thanks.
selection. Everything's fresh and delicious.
Good day to you.
Me too. They are discreet and thorough.
I'll be fine.
Master, you're far too old for this sort of journey. We don't know what's inside.
I can... just...
You see, you're not well. Have a seat, and I'll fetch you some tonic.
Oh, if there was a tonic that could help me, I would have found it by now. I'm so close to the answer. Just a man's life work is all. I finally derived the location of the White Phial, but this doting busybody won't let me get it. You would do that? It's good to know there are some people out there who are willing to help an old man. It's buried with its maker, Coralmill, in a long-forsaken cave to the west of here. Coralmill was a crafty one, even in death. You would need the skills of a master alchemist to reach his resting place. Luckily for you, I've already made the mixture. Here, take it. please, don't dally. I've wasted enough time arguing with my useless assistant here. Why are you still standing around here? Go get me the file, you fool!
We should keep moving.
Give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure of that. We've intercepted couriers from Solitude. The Empire's putting a great deal of pressure on Whiterun.
And what would you have me do?
If he's not with us, he's against us.
He knows that. They all know that.
How long are you going to wait?
You think I need to send Borgruff a stronger message?
If by message you mean shoving a sword through his gullet.
Taking his city and leaving him in disgrace would make a more powerful statement, don't you think?
So we're ready to start this war in earnest then?
Soon.
I still say you should take them all out like you did dead King Torrig.
Torrig was merely a message to the other Jarls. Whoever we replace them with will need the support of our armies.
We're ready when you are.
Things hinge on Whiterun. If we can take the city without bloodshed, all the better. But if not...
The people are behind you.
Many, I fear, still need convincing.
Then let them die with their false kings.
We've been soldiers a long time. We know the price of freedom. But people are still weighing things in their hearts.
What's left of Skyrim to wager?
They have families to think of.
How many of their sons and daughters follow your banner? We are their families.
Well put, friend. Tell me, Galmar, why do you fight for me?
I'd follow you into the depths of oblivion. You know that.
Yes, but why do you fight? If not for me, what then?
I'll die before elves dictate the fates of men. Are we not one in this?
I fight for the men I've held in my arms, dying on foreign soil. I fight for their wives and children whose names I heard whispered in their last breath. I fight for we few who did come home, only to find our country full of strangers wearing familiar faces. I fight for my people, impoverished to pay the debts of an empire too weak to rule them, yet brands them criminals for wanting to rule themselves. I fight so that all the fighting I've already done hasn't been for nothing. I fight because I must.
Your words give voice to what we all feel, Ulfric. And that's why you will be High King. But the day words are enough will be the day when soldiers like us are no longer needed.
I would gladly retire from the world, were such a day to dawn.
Aye, but in the meantime, we have a war to plan.
Only the foolish or the courageous approach a Jarl without summons. Do I know you? Ah, yes. Destined for the chopping block, if I'm not mistaken. Railof's alive. I hope that's true. He's a damn good man, but he hasn't returned yet. So I'll need to wait for his account. For now, speak with Galmar. I'm always looking for able fighters. Not everyone can say they made it out of Helgen. Seems we're all branded villains these days. So long as your criminal past stays in the past, and you fight for me with honor and integrity, we'll welcome you into our ranks.
Aye, but in the meantime, we have a war to plan. Helgen, huh? Ulfric told us quite the story. If you made it through all that, you're likely worth something to me. Yeah, but first, tell me, why does a foreigner want to fight for Skyrim? Fair enough, but are you willing to die for your home? All right, but before I can put you to use, I need to know how much you can take. I have a little test for you. The kind men use to measure themselves. I'm sending you to Serpentstone Island. If you survive, you pass. If you die, well, you weren't going to be much use to me anyway. It's where men have tested their metal for ages. It's a strange rock formation built by the ancients. Something about that place attracts the ice wraiths. You kill an ice wraith out there, and I'll have all the proof I need about you. We'll see about that, won't we? Here, take this. You need it. Use it on the island. Don't lose it. That's all the help you're getting. Try not to die.
Hey, watch it. Whatever you've heard I can do is probably...
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense? Smart man. Now, come along with us. We'll take any stolen goods, and you'll be free to go. After you pay the fine, of course.
If Ulfric needs a favor, he has it. Anyone else better pay well for the service. I'd explain my research, but you'd just be confused. Ah, yes, the extract. Good. Poisonous, of course, but it has its uses. I suppose you want something for your trouble? Here. Strength and steel are well and good, but...
One of the best soldiers in the Stormcloak army, until I took a sword to the chest.
You need anything, come see me. thought the Grey Quarter would be a haven for my kind.
Have you taken care of that little problem? Thank you! Azura's prophecy always guides you to fortune. Speaking of fortune, here, everything I earned from my last shipment, it's yours.
Helmets with the horns on them yet?
Very well.
We Argonians do the work the Nords don't want to do. You talked Torbjorn down? I'm impressed. Here I was saving this for a rainy day. Maybe now I can afford a few more for my people. Take it.
May the earth beneath your feet be always soft. Take a good look around. Good to see you. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. You come again.